What's up, everybody? I'm here today to review the Hellfire Shadow Squonker DNA 75 version. We'll go down to the table in just a second and we'll talk about it for a little bit because there's actually quite a lot of kind of cool stuff to talk about with this mod, which is why I kind of had to pick one up. It's relatively interesting and it's a little bit different than most other Squonkers out there. So without further ado, let's go with a shitty cloud transition and move down to the table. Nobody wants to sit up here and like look at my face this whole time. So here on the table we have the Hellfire Shadow. Kind of a cool little DNA 75 mod. Mind you, you guys know how I feel about the DNA 75. But that said, I have built my Narda specifically for this guy. Just to give it a shot, although I may have the board switched out later. So first, let's turn it around a little bit. You got a nice Hellfire logo up here. Still rough machine marked here, but I'm pretty sure that was on purpose to kind of give that look. All in all, very nice, very well put together, exactly what I would expect from the machining from Hellfire mods or the Addy Smith. It is stainless steel and Delrin. Battery cap down here. So before we talk about kind of the size and that kind of stuff, and I'll do some comparisons, I want to show you guys the really cool thing about this mod first. And I guess I'll take off my Addy here just so you guys can see, because it is a custom 510 as well. It is custom to this mod. So that's kind of another cool thing. And it's a pretty decent 510. It is not reverse threaded though. It is normal threaded, which doesn't bother me at all. I have the bog red on here just because of size. So this is where this mod gets really cool. So you see this back stainless steel section right here. Boom. Out it comes. There's your bottle. If you look up in there, let's see if I can get it where there's some light. You can see kind of an O-ring section here that clips in to here. So if you pop this guy off, there you have your bottle and you have your tube for the bottle. So it's actually a really easy fill because you just pop off this top piece here, put that upside down, and then fill. So let's fill this up. Because it's a super soft, it kind of is in need of filling pretty regularly. After it gets down to about halfway where it is right now, it gets a little crappy. I am, of course, using abolishment in here, which is my all-day vape. And then just very simply, you just kind of pop this in and push it down. Now, a note, these come with the super soft bottles. It comes with one super soft bottle. Mine did not come with a tube. The tubes for my super soft bottles that I have that are spares do not fit very well in this little catch section here. I ended up kind of having to squeeze together one of the Sunbox tubes to make a good seal. Otherwise, I was just getting a lot of air as a discharge, and it was not squonking very well. And then this guy slides back down, pops in there via O-ring. And then this, even though it's a little juicy, slides up there like boom, and you're back together. That is really the coolest thing about this mod is this bottle system. And honestly, if these refill bottles had not just kind of come out as a new thing and made refilling my other mods so easy, this would be the coolest thing in squonking right now, in my opinion. I'm going to take this away for a second and take a vape because I do not have a backup at the moment. Well, I do, but you know. And then next is the battery set here. And this is kind of important too because this leads into one of the flaws of this mod. That's a very nice, tight, slidey fit. There's some resistance there on that slide in. So this is where it gets problematic. Let's see if I can find, let's see, I haven't tried these yet. So that seems to fit okay, but my VTCs, come on VTC. Gotta get them out of the hopper. My VTCs, oh, this one kind of fits, but I'm a little worried about this one coming out. As you can see, it's not really Oh, there we go. I do have 1 or 2 VTCs that don't fit in here though, and I ordered all my VTCs at the same place at the same time from the same place. So I do have a few that don't fit in here very well. So keep in mind battery tolerances. I am a little concerned about getting something stuck up in there. Like that just got really tight. Where the doo-doo browns seem to work really well. So that's what I've been using in here, just because that seems to work really well. Again, the 510 pin is not reverse threaded. So there's that to worry about. So let's do a size comparison. So this mod is 25 by 58 by 78.5. So 25 by 58 by 78.5, which is a little bit big. And I will bring in a few other mods for comparison's sake. And I'll bring in the Frankenskull for good benefit. Now, mind you, the Frankenskull doesn't have a giant board, or any board for that matter. So the Frankenskull is smaller than everything else. But even next to the Dia, if I line them up face to face, there's still quite a lot of extra here. And this guy's heavy as balls. It's 264 grams. So I don't really know what that equates to. You're going to have to math that yourself, but I do know that it's significantly heavy. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. So here you have the Hellfire Shadow at the table. Let's pop back up and we'll kind of go over some thoughts on this beast, because it's a really cool mod. All right, and we're back up. So let's chat about the Shadow a little bit here and my kind of thoughts and feelings. So first off, I got this in a trade, and I felt like I kind of had to get it because this bottle system is so freaking cool. I mean, this little pop-out fill your bottle system is awesome. Now that said, it does have a fatal flaw, in my opinion. I am a big fan, and I have become a big fan of the Sunbox silicone bottles. They tend to just work a little better in mods like this because you can get farther down. The Super Softs, about halfway in, they get a little less usable, in my opinion. You got to squeeze really hard. This, because of the way it's made, it only fits the Super Softs. So I'm hoping at some point they come out with an adapter to take some of the Sunbox bottles. That would be really nice. But right now it's Super Soft bottles only. That's all you get. As I said down on the table, and I mean you guys saw, it is fairly large and fairly heavy. That said, it's not super large, and it doesn't pull down my jeans when I'm wearing jeans if I take it out. So it's not unusable, heavy, or big. It fits pretty nice in the hand. It's comfortable. It works decently. You guys know I don't really like the DNA 75 that much because of the 6-volt limit, but that is what it is. You can also get this with a Dakotas board, and let me check and see which one. The FL80. I haven't used the FL80. Like I said, I got this in a trade, so it's DNA 75. I know very little about the FL80. I know the other Dakotas boards that I've used, they only adjusted in 0.2 watt increments, which I fucking hated. So I'm actually okay with this, with the possibility of upgrading it to a DNA 60 later, which may happen. So it's heavy. It's a little big. Neither of those are bad things inherently, because I legitimately feel like I could knock somebody out with this thing. I have long been on the lookout, so to speak, for a mod that I felt was bulletproof. Not as my everyday sitting at my desk mod, or not as my like going out to dinner mod, but as my like, hey, I'm going outside and doing yard work, or hey, I'm playing with my kid. Whatever the case may be, I have been long looking for kind of a mod that's bulletproof like this. So this kind of fits that bill once I got used to the weight and the size. It is very well made, which is what I expect. It doesn't fit all batteries. Stuck with the Super Softs. Got it. Let's see. So this guy right here, the DNA 75 with the stainless steel backing, and he is going to make Delrin bottle inserts eventually, which is going to cut down on the weight. So I might end up picking up one of those when that opportunity comes. So with the Delrin bottle carrier, which I don't know if you can get them yet, they're 420 pounds. With this specific model is 450 pounds, and then a stab wood version, which isn't what I was after in the first place, is 520 pounds. So there will be stab wood if you're after it. and you do have those 2 board choices. I'm very happy with this specific model. 450 pounds equates to roughly $550 USD. They can be quite hard to come by my understanding. A lot of Hellfire stuff is hard to come by for quite a while. So as far as where to get them, there's a website for Hellfire, and let me pull it up just so that we're sure that I have the right site. Hellfiremods.co.uk is going to be probably where you go. He may or may not do lists in his group or in the Hellfire Mods group. I'm not sure. This is also the guy who makes the Exo set as well as several other popular addies. So you know, me and Brian both love the Exo set. But he may end up selling these on his website. So keep an eye out for that. He also makes a mech mod that's very similar to this. Not as cool, in my opinion, as this one because it doesn't have this really cool bottle system as far as I know. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to say about it. Let's see. No, honestly, I've been very happy with this so far. I ended up picking up 2 mods recently, this and Frankenskull Mech, both to kind of run through the ringer to test from a bulletproof perspective, take it out, take it upstairs. And this one, I think, right now is definitely in the lead as the winner. I'm a lot happier with this than I thought I would be. I think it's really nicely made. It feels really good. It feels very bulletproof. The button, I will say, the button isn't super clicky. Not that that matters, but it's a little squishy, so to speak, which isn't horrible, just so you know, the button's a little squishy. So that's what I have to say about the Hellfire Shadow. Keep an eye out for them if you're interested. I figured a review might be nice, give everybody a chance to kind of see it and compare it with a few other mods and whatnot. I really like mine. I'm really enjoying this right now. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I guess we'll shitty cloud transition to exit as well.